Did Winter's dad shade Pang Si-hyuk? But why did a fan of Mark from NCT swear at Winter? And is NewJeans Danielle okay? IVE Yujin might have scolded a fan, the Mingyu banner update we've all been waiting for, Stray Kids at the Met Gala, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested in these subjects, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. And with all that, let's get into today's news. So, this is actually a story that I super misunderstood at first. So essentially, Winter took to Bubble to talk about how supportive her family is. And she shared what both her brother and father said in response to her recent struggles. Now, I originally read this as she was having trouble with her Instagram, but it seems that she shared she was having struggles on Instagram. And here I'm looking at the reactions from these people and I'm like, that's a little dramatic if, she's just having a little Instagram glitch, which I didn't even hear about, I couldn't wrap my head around why the reaction was so dramatic. But anyways, this is what her brother said in response to that. So when I mentioned on Instagram that I was struggling, my brother said he'd take care of everything for me, remember? After seeing that, my dad was like, I will crush them all for you, my baby girl. So really showing the support from her brother and her dad, right? Again, me thinking that like she had a glitch on Instagram and they're like coming for Instagram or something. I'm like, damn, but I totally misread it. But there are a lot of people bringing up the fact that this might be shade towards Pang Si-hyuk. So if we all collectively remember back literally not that long ago, it's still ongoing, the feud between Adore and Hybe. So when Minnie was doing her press conference, she showed text messages behind her. And one of the text messages was from Pang Si-hyuk, and he's asking if she can crush aespa. Now, some people are saying that the word crushed in Korean, or the specific word that was used, can be translated in many ways. I've heard so many different iterations of this word. It actually means you hate someone, you want to crush them like a bug, and other people saying it's actually just like competition-wise, and it's super normal within the context. Like for this translation, it says, I will trample on everything for our daughter. Winter's dad said he'll trample over everything. Anyone can tell that he's taking a jab at that agency's CEO. This is freaking refreshing. But it's really interesting that the same word is being used now by Winter's dad, which is why people think it's shady. So here's what some K netizens think of this. Winter seems to just be telling her fans about a random anecdotes from her family. What jab? I love Winter. She's just talking about her family. Laughing face emoji. She's just sharing about her family though. I'm pretty sure that's just an inside joke to her. Is she allowed to take a jab? They're the ones who started attacking her first. This is a coincidence, just like how that side claims everything is a coincidence, right? It'd be even weirder for her to stay still after hearing what he said. I'd be getting shivers if I were aespa's parents hearing what was said about them. Imagine another CEO's target being to trample over my daughter's girl group. I'd obviously talk about how weird Pang Si-hyuk is. So we have some people thinking that it's just a mere coincidence, and then we have other people thinking that it's clearly a jab because of the use of the same word, trample, crush. But I did make a short about this, so let's see what some of you have to say. It's the fact that her brother said that he would take care of everything for her, and her dad said he would crush them all for her. That to me is a very supportive family. Her dad is so cool, LMAO. He ate. The dad is being a typical loving dad to his daughter, and in fact, he is not wrong. I don't care whatever it is. Since one company's chat was leaked, every company and their fandoms are acting like they were born so pure and never thought of being competitive with rival groups. It's tiring to see this again and again. Who isn't shading Hybe currently? LOL, get it, dad. Come on, people, as if SM and other companies don't have meetings on how to dethrone outstanding groups. The difference is the leaked chat, which I don't know if it's legal or not, but so tired of people not understanding business and take it personally. I think it's a testament of how great aespa's performance. This is hilarious, LOL. Need Winter's dad x Hybe fistfight now. W dad. He is just being a protective dad. I do think it was a coincidence since crush is a word that all humans use. There's nothing wrong with it. Of course it is intentional and I'm loving it. Winter fighting. I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but he's not wrong. All I see is a supportive family. Nothing wrong with that. It seems like her family is just supportive. Why does everything an idol says or do somehow correlate back to Hybe? For some reason, it just does breathe in the wrong direction, and it's Hybe's fault, or has to do with Hybe at this point. Her dad didn't have to jump in an already heated conversation. Do you guys realize how much it impacts NewJeans and their success being quote unquote just to crush aespa? She's a grown woman and her dad is defending her against what? Competition in the industry? This wasn't directed towards any individual, rather saying to be on top, they had to crush their opponents. What's wrong in it? I'm not defending Hybe or Minnie. This is about keeping your mouth shut when it's not about your behind. It could just be a supportive text from the dad, as most parents do often send, but I am sure he's also aware of the situation and put some double meaning in his words. She was probably struggling with the original version of drama, aka wind, sunlight, water. I bring all the wind, sunlight, water. Or whatever the lyrics were. I would crush them for making my kids sing that nonsense too. So those are some of the thoughts going around. Honestly, is it a double meaning? I don't know. But just personally, I know that like if I told my mom like, oh, I'm getting some hate right now, or this comment, or this person wrote this to me, she'll be like, let me at them, and I will tell them to not mess with you. I'm like, absolutely not. Like, that's not gonna make things better. She's like, no, but they need to know that they can't do that. I'm like, I know you think you can solve this, but I don't think you can. But that's the thing, like if the dad said that privately to her and then she's publicly saying it, is it too obvious of like a double meaning to like really be shade? So personally, I don't know if I'm buying the double meaning so much. I'm kind of leaning a little bit more towards coincidence, but of course, let me know what you think in the comments. Now I have that version stuck in my head. Wind, sunlight, water. They're actually the person who like did like the demo version made like a fuller version. Should we just quickly take a look at it? Wind, sunlight, water. Wind, sunlight, water. Krunged. Here we have it. 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Well, I don't want to get copyright claimed. I don't want to get copyright claimed by SM and or Krunged, so we're just going to listen to a bit of it. This is the environmentalist bop that we needed. You don't love the trees, you just love the industry. Have I reacted to this already in my videos before? I love it so much. Okay, guys, are you ready? Okay, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so still on some winter news, but we now have NCT's Mark and aespa's Winter, who attended a polo event. Now this went absolutely viral. I mean, NCT, they debuted is NCT 3rd gen? NCT debut. Well, it doesn't matter when they debuted because Winter isn't a 4th gen girl group, right? 2016. I was like, oh, they must have debuted in like 2018 or something, I guess. Damn, okay. So 3rd and 4th gen group together interacting like this. I know it's SM and you get a lot more interactions with SM, but I feel like it adds to it, right? Anyways, so we have so many fan cams of the two at this Ralph Lauren event. Polo Ralph Lauren. Immediately, so we're gonna talk about Stray Kids later, but just like the politeness of them yelling like, please look over here, compared to like the paparazzi at the Met Gala is like night and day. Although they kept a reasonable distance from each other, they still remained professional when taking photos. But apparently a fan swore at Winter. While most fans were happy to see this collaboration between label mates, netizens saw some Mark fans yelling and cursing as Winter got close to him. So unfortunately, it seems the video has been deleted, but it seems that the person said, hey you, yeah. But doesn't yeah mean hey? Do they actually mean yeah, like yes? Or did they mean yeah, like hey? Anyways, and we do have some reactions to it, so here's what some people had to say. Those talking about who is better here is no different than those people cursing at them in the video. Were they holding the photo shoot in public and the fans came to watch? What is going on? I hate male idol fans. The idols won't meet you because you act like that. Why are they like that? They are working. Why are they acting like that? They didn't even touch. Why are they like that? Honestly, I can understand if the NCT members hate fans like that. There's so much crap in every fandom that comes across them. Why are they like that when they're trying to work? So a lot of people saying it's a polo event, but it seemed quite like a photo shoot, but it does sound like there's a lot of press there. So it's an event press photo shoot type of I guess events are kind of like photo shoots. I take it back. Never mind me. Okay. Doing that online is already enough, but doing that on real life is, they're both there as ambassadors for work. Winter didn't do anything wrong, and this looks bad for Mark too. Are they in their right mind? I like both Winter and Mark and loved seeing them together. What's going on? They are label mates, so they probably already know each other. Come on, guys. Wow, crazy. They're just working. Why are they like that? Ew, fans like that. I really want, someone has to have the video somewhere, right? Mark's fan swears at Winter. We'll find it. I already looked for it, but I couldn't find it. Watch me get a virus. Not found. I need to blur this because it's SBS. Not found. Anyways, of course, you can let me know what you think of this, even though we couldn't really see the video, but let's move on. A lot of people have been worried about the groups being dragged into this Hybe versus Adore feud, most notably NewJeans, Islet, and Le Sserafim, because they're the ones basically being mentioned by name, right? Like, Islet copied NewJeans, and Le Sserafim took NewJeans' place to debut first. And Le Sserafim have been getting like the most random accusations ever. I've covered so many of them in my videos. One of them I just read was like that they never wore the hanbok, which we don't need to get into today, but a bit of a spotlight has been put on NewJeans Danielle, because if you know how she usually portrays herself, it's literally like a ball of sunshine, isn't it? Like, she's usually quite bright and energetic, but in a recent live stream she seemed to be quite quiet, which of course fans noticed and brought up. And of course, idols are allowed to have their off days. They're allowed to not feel it. They're allowed to just not want to be super enthusiastic about things all the time. That would be understandable, but again, because of the whole Adore versus Hybe feud, people are quite worried. But she did send a message to fans regarding this, so here's what she had to say. There are some bunnies who are worried about me because I've been quieter than usual. Thank you so much for looking out for me and supporting me. Although I've had a heavy heart recently, we are all doing our best to prepare for bunnies, so you don't have to worry. We will have so much that we want to show you, so please watch out for us. A lot of people think like, of course, she has a heavy heart because her company is literally feuding publicly with Hybe. What if they lose their CEO? What if this? What if that? Like, it's quite public and not... Like, I can imagine being in the midst of this and just thinking maybe your future is uncertain. But a lot of people are also pointing to the fact that member Haen is on hiatus for their comeback. So it was announced about a month ago that she was taking a break because of a foot injury, but it was more recently announced that she wouldn't be participating in the next comeback. NewJeans Haen unable to participate in upcoming promotional activities due to injury, and this is what Adore had to say about it. Last month, Haen felt pain at the top of her foot during practice. She visited a hospital where she underwent a thorough examination and discovered a microfracture in her foot. She has since been focusing on treatment and recovery. However, the medical professionals have advised her to minimize any movement that may put unnecessary strain on the affected area. Consequently, Haen will not take part in promotional activities for the double single house suite, including music shows and performances, to focus on her recovery. They do say she might participate in a flexible manner to some schedules, but that could also be, you know, the reason for the heavy heart. I did make a short about this one as well, so let's see what some of you had to say. I mean, it is obvious that it would have some effect on the artist, but I'm happy the fans noticed and highlighted it. Oh, protect Danielle at all costs. I like how she's honest about her heavy heart. It's obviously going to affect her and the other members, especially seeing what happened with 50/50. I'd be petrified. Considering her personality is typically the polar opposite of this, the toll this is taken is very apparent, sadly. She's so sweet. I hope for the best for them. Yujin has a close relationship with every NewJeans member since she took a training time with them. There's no reason to criticize them. Any fault in the situation is the manager and the company. Their job is to protect the artist, not to drag them as a human shield. Danny is just a big, happy golden retriever, so of course it affects her when those around her are fighting. Protect this girl. I really hope she's okay because it isn't her fault that her company is struggling. Real mom would solve the problem behind their kids' back instead of using their kids as a shield. It doesn't always have to be something fans know about. Idols do have private lives as well, so maybe just going through a breakup, a loss, or some other personal thing. I don't know if the company drama would make her that sad. Worried, sure, but I don't know if much more. She is fine. She has been texting us a lot yesterday and today. She sounds like she's in a good mood. Just a bit nervous about the comeback. I think Haen's absence doesn't make things any better. I'm sure they are very worried, but the posts are probably directed by their CEO. She's clearly not shy of using the group members as a way to drum up support. The level of detail she used in the press conference was definitely not necessary and had that same sad but staying strong messaging. It's understandable to not always feel like being super bright and bubbly. But because of everything going on around NewJeans, of course, people are making assumptions. But with that, of course, I'd love to know what you think. Okay, so I've recently performed at the Incheon University Festival, and it seems that Yujin might have scolded a male fan at the front. So we have these pictures to go off of. She looks a little disgusted, and we have this person's phone circled. And then we had a testimony from someone saying, I watched a few videos shot at a distance and noticed there seems to be someone offstage making Yujin uncomfortable. And that's why there's a series of actions from Wonyoung to protect Yujin. It seems like Yujin feels a bit pissed off too. Incheon University is really, can we only allow girls to stand at the front next time? So there's this implication that the male fan was potentially being creepy or something, because we see her like side-eyeing someone and then pointing at someone, and like her head kind of goes like that. So we do have an actual video of this instance as well, where she's pointing and like twisting her head. And here's what someone else had to say. I don't want to make groundless accusations, but watching the opening greeting closely, it seems strange. The members kept looking in the same direction. An's expression and finger pointing aren't giving off a "that fan is awesome" vibe. I hope everything is all right. So this has worried a lot of fans. You know, what could this person have possibly done to warrant this type of reaction, right? We have a lot of people thinking maybe they were trying to film at inappropriate angles, or they were yelling things that were not okay. But ultimately, we don't quite know. But it does seem that because of IVE, that university students don't want K-pop idols to come perform for them anymore. And it's not because anything IVE particularly did, but it's apparently because of the crowd itself. So it's been reported that the university students are vowing to never invite idols again after IVE's recent performance. According to reports, students at the university are upset at the fact that despite many notices from the university warning students not to bring long lens cameras, fans of the group were seen with the cameras. So it seems there's a lot of rules being put in place by the university, such as no long lens cameras, but there were still people trying to bring in long lens cameras. And it also seems there was a lot of IVE fans that didn't attend the university who were present there. The issue was exasperated when these fans reportedly complained online about Incheon University's strict rules forbidding long lens cameras. Some of the reported comments are translated below. It was difficult filming at Incheon University. They were so uptight. A lot of people around me were caught with their long lens cameras. I did my best not to get caught by celebrity. But in terms of Yujin's reaction to a specific fan, I made a short about it, so let's see what you guys are theorizing about it. She looks really uncomfortable. The university shouldn't let these things happen. Why is nobody talking about Wonyoung protecting Yujin? She's such a sweetie for that. If it's someone in the front row, it could be that the angle they were recording or taking pics was inappropriate and made her uncomfortable. It's possible that one of the people in the front had very uncomfortable or inappropriate video picture angles. Of course, not everyone does that. It's not confirmed that the fan did that, and I'm not accusing them of doing it. But based off the comments you showed in the video, it seems like this place is known for male fans in particular to be involved in these types of incidents. Oh my god. Your channel's like a charge of positive energy for the whole day. I'm very grateful for this. There's 23 legs. Guys, that's a robot. Honestly, I'm with the other few that don't think it's a nothing burger. She looks like she's trying to point something out, whether to members or security, who knows. Maybe we will get another angle, but I agree, only women at the front, LMAO. Only people who know how to act, really. So if it really is like a bad angle, I wonder if like this person circling this camera in particular is like throwing us off. Quite looks like a wide angle shot, right? Maybe she was actually looking at someone with a long camera lens that we can't actually see in the pictures. But of course, as always, let me know what you think. So let's finally talk about Stray Kids at the Met Gala. So long story short, they were on the red carpet and the paparazzi were yelling at them, which, you know, is not uncommon. Paparazzi yell all the time. But the things that they were saying really upset fans, because they were not only speaking to them super sarcastically, like when the members turned around to face the other wall of press and then they took off their coats, you could literally hear paparazzi being like, oh no, now we gotta do it again. And they were calling them unemotional. Like, I've never seen such unemotional faces. They're like robots, among plenty of other things that were just really not okay to say. Oh, the photographers were calling them short and said they couldn't see them and had to jump to take photos. I definitely heard a paparazzi say, everyone jump. I didn't personally understand why they were saying that. Like, I thought they were just like antagonizing them, like purposely, like, okay, jump, like, you know, like do what I say on command. Oh, this comment. If you look at the video, they're not getting called short, but it's more like people shouting, dance for us, give us a performance, and their expressions look like robots. They get freaking looked down upon and get treated like clowns, and then they're also chuckling, saying, everybody jump. Here's a lovely picture of Changbin's skin. So I've definitely heard people bring up the line. I also heard some people say that someone said thank you in Japanese. Let's look at a couple of videos here.
I've never seen so many emotional faces in my life. Yeah, right? Oh, the reveal. Oh, now we gotta do it again.
Like, oh, the reveal, now we gotta do it again. Because the clip before this, it was like the paparazzi yelling at them like get closer together, do this, do that.
Maybe now we can get it this time. Now let's do it with feeling.
Now let's do it with feeling. Here's another one.
All that, and right there, guys. And if you guys get, I'll just take a headshot of each of you. How about that? How about a cool photo? Look at you all right down here for me. Right down here. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Do it. All right, guys. And turn this way. Whoa, look at this. I can get you at least. All right, guys are blocking people. You gotta be on the same level.
So, do you think maybe they were I keep thinking about this. So, like, maybe they were standing, like, to be, because they are technically closer together if they're kind of in front of each other rather than being in a straight line. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say here? Anyways, I feel like Stray Kids are trying to be helpful here because they know that if they stand, like, side by side, they're gonna be too long. Or am I making...
Straight ahead, guys. Straight ahead. Crazy. Straight ahead. Everybody jump.
How do you say right in Korean? Everybody jump. So overall, this became huge. Rolling Stone wrote about this in an article. Chan was in full dad mode, taking the lead on the red carpet interview with Tommy Hilfiger and graciously dealing with some disrespectful photographers at the event, before gathering his ducklings in a row to go and enjoy the evening. I actually made a short about this one too, so let's see what you guys have to say. It's amazing how they maintain their composure in a situation like this. The paparazzi was so disrespectful towards them. Chen was deaf angry on Bubble with that message, and he had every right to be. And what's worse is the paparazzi didn't yell shit like that to other people. It's so freaking rude. I seriously hope that what they said didn't get to them and that they enjoyed the party. So I responded to this asking, what did he write? And he apparently said, we had so much fun at the Met Gala because everyone treated us so well. You don't even have to stand Stray Kids to feel offended by this kind of treatment. Humans should treat other humans with respect. This is so awful. I've definitely been so surprised by like seeing fan cams of people at red carpets, like look over here, like people yelling at you to look every which way. So I can imagine it's already overwhelming and like you're not hearing, like imagine like 58 people yelling at you. Like, how do you know whose demands to follow? And then that extra added layer of just like sarcasm, just plainly being mean, ridiculous demands as if like you're a dog or something, and everything else in between. The disrespect made me cry. Honestly, they deserve so much more. Hope those paparazzi get fired. Pangchan's Bubble message being so sarcastic that everyone was respectful. So of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's move on to our discussion segment because people are freaking out because I literally predicted Minnie and Yuqi's music video. Here's a dream that I had a couple of weeks ago that I then shared with you guys. See if I've dreamt of anything recently. Oh, went to the States and got arrested on the boat train for having not paid at a restaurant. I got interrogated by some mean ballerinas and I asked if they had proof and they said they didn't need any. I snuck to the bathroom with my phone and tried texting both Audrey and Vanessa from my group chat and calling my mom, but only 4... So when I was calling my mom, a 4-minute song started playing. And then when I called Audrey, a Chungha song started playing. That sounded like Let It Go, but it wasn't quite Let It Go. Then in parentheses I wrote, we didn't even get to go to Target. I saw Minnie and Yuqi filming a music video and asked for them to bring me a charger next time I snuck out, but I got lost on my way back. And then in that video, I talked about what this dream could predict. So what could this dream be predicting? Maybe a Minnie and Yuqi collab, not collab. I mean, they're in the same group, so it's not a collab. What's subunit? That's my prediction in the future. Let's see if it comes true. So that's basically if... So clearly not a subunit, but I did clearly dream that they were filming a music video. And I didn't know Yuqi was releasing a solo album, let alone a collaboration with Minnie that then turned into a music video. I feel like I dreamed this into life. What do you think? But like, isn't that wild? I've gotten so many comments being like, no, but they actually did collab. And I can't pinpoint the exact date of this dream because when I put it in my notes, it doesn't tell me like what day I wrote it. But I do remember sending it in my group chat, and I sent a picture in my group chat. So when we click on the picture, it says it was uploaded 2 weeks ago, which is in line when Yuqi released her album. But I swear I didn't know that, and I didn't know that she did a collab with Minnie either. But I bet none of us knew there was going to be a music video, and I predicted it, okay? Just say. What do you think about? I'm telling you, I feel like there's a 3% chance that my dreams do come true. And if that's the case, Hongjung might already be married. His second marriage. He gets married a lot in my dreams. I don't know. Let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and or quick news. So, SM announces comeback plans for second and third quarter of 2024. We got to take a look at it because I know SM's new girl group is coming, and I found it interesting that they called them Rise's sister group rather than aespa's sister group. I guess Rise is newer. Okay, so in the second quarter, of course, aespa are going to release Armageddon. EXO Suho is going to release 1 to 3, Rise, Rising, Red Velvet is going to have a mini album, Wavy is going to have a mini album, Super Junior will have a single, Mark will have a single, NCT Dream, NCT Wish. Okay. Third quarter, Taeyeon's full album, NCT. Okay. Irene is going to have a solo. Novice is going to have a debut single. Okay. Then the fourth quarter, the new girl group as well as a new British boy group with Moon and Back. Okay. And then, of course, all of these concerts. But I'm mostly excited for the new girl group. I don't know about you. Shiny's Taemin has revealed his fandom name. I thought we could react to it together. Taemate. Oh, like teammate, but it's Taemin. Taemate. Why does that sound Australian? Teammate. Okay. Oh, the Mingyu banners. And the last video was like, there's this video of Mingyu going around where he like shoves a banner down, like he pulls down a banner that a fan has. And everyone was wondering what that banner said. Well, it seems the fan uploaded it herself. So she wrote Potato Country and Thumbelina Kim Mingyu on it. And there's these pictures of him. So apparently he has expressed before that he's uncomfortable with this. Mingyu has stated multiple times how uncomfortable he is about potato jokes, along with how his hair looked in that particular photo. So that was it. A lot of people were theorizing that it was said something like take your clothes off or something, but it seems that was the poster in question. I came across this, the results of Nana's tattoo removal. I remember asking this before because wasn't it like Taemin who was getting some tattoos removed as well? And I was like, is it just easier to get your tattoos removed in Korea? Because like here, if you want like a little tattoo removed, it's like $10,000 and it's going to take you like 20 years and it's still not going to be fully removed. So Nana had a bunch of tattoos everywhere, and we're going to see her results. So here they are mostly faded, though you can still see it almost looks like washed off Sharpie at this point. And here's another photo, and then this recently, where you can still see like the outlines of everything, but it's looking a lot clearer. It looks like it takes a lot of time to remove. I mean, I've heard that tattoo removal is like way worse than getting the tattoo itself. How long did it take her? So October 2023 and now 2024. I just thought that was interesting. Ooh, NewJeans released some concept pictures for Supernatural, so I wanted to look at them with you guys. This is reminding me a lot of their OMG era, like the jeans and the hats. Okay. In the nature, Bunny's camp. Very dreamy. Honey's orange hair. See, doesn't that like scream OMG to you? Oh my god. Even like the headband and everything. Okay. I'm so excited. You have no idea. I haven't been the same since Super Shy came out, so I'm ready. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. Let me know what you think. I also wanted to talk to you guys about this. Have any of you started seeing old K-pop TikToks resurfacing? Like, I had this TikTok pop up with Singan in it, and I was like, There's no way, is there? And then I checked the comments and I checked the date, and it was from 2023, but the comments were from 3 hours ago. This is the TikTok I saw. So clearly an old TikTok, but like, why? You know, I thought maybe it's just a one-off thing. It's not a weird thing for this to happen, right? Sometimes old TikToks pop back up. But this wasn't a one-off. I keep seeing old TikToks pop up featuring members of groups that are on hiatus. But here are the comments. This is the 4th time already where I just opened TikTok and Singon pops up. Why is everybody seeing this today? But I thought this was recent. My heart dropped. But I thought this was a recent post. So the next TikTok I saw was with Leah of ITZY, who of course is on hiatus. So of course this is another TikTok from 2023, but I'm seeing it today and the comments are from today, with people either not knowing who Leah is at all or thinking that she came back. SKZ and now ITZY. So it's happening to Stray Kids too, or they're just like, well, I guess, did TikTok even exist when Yujin was there? Leah, we miss you. For a second I got excited thinking Leah was back. I wish this was a recent vid. Someone on May 2024. And then this solo TikTok of her. Again, from 2023, but I'm seeing it today. Is anyone else seeing these random old TikToks? What is going on with these TikToks? Okay, actually, I just had a theory while editing. Because we know a lot of sounds were removed from TikTok. But since they came back on, maybe the algorithm is trying to push these old TikToks because the sounds just got reinstated. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see if I have a K-pop song of the day. No, still no K-pop song of the day. I'm sorry. Recommend some songs that you really think I will like love. I'm in a drought right now. I need some good recommendations. And no dreams, I'm sorry. I know I had a K-pop dream like yesterday, this morning, but I couldn't remember it, so I'm sorry about that. But that is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. A new podcast episode is coming out this week. Members and patrons get to see it early. Speaking of, these are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.